the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruise a bill, ain't nothing just to heal. We'll slip on, spin move, in zone, score from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll slip on, spin move, in zone, score from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to Chris Carson.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Wilson. And he will score.
Wilson
Touchdown,
pass
Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
On the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
42's the mic, 42's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be...
From the gun, it's Tua. And Wilson has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 47.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10, right at the 40.
Double dog, that's the way. Drill green, close 10.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Penny on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
Seattle.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Slow, 40. Check it. Go left. 19. 55.
To throw is Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to skim the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. 14.
After the sack on first down, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Let's set a tone. Deuce. Needle blue. March 56. 22 needle. March 56.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, a run with Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Check Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big moves towards the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma put out one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I don't run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him clear some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on now. Mike 55.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
Let's go,
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Again, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Wilson's pass complete
Tyler
to
Lockett.
16,
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Kill. Mike 27, Mike.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
56. Hey, watch the slant.
This is Breida. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
52 Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Second and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Now Breida on a toss left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Vincent Mayowa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Fourth down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
First down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 9-yard line.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Switch up. Mike 55. Right there.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's coming. 52. He's coming. Double up.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play action, now it's Tua. Gonna look deep for Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Tunga Vailoa's pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Ankle. Hey, 19 target.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
27-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Hey, check right. Watching your phone. Run left. Our time. It's our time. Mike, back.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now Tua looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man, complete, past the 20.
Prime time, baby.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tanner Gabriel, his first touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
Is good. That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Ball carrier.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Get that quarterback right there. 3. Go, tight door.
They run again with Breida, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th
down.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The 42-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here I come. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Sweetheart. Watch the safety creep. Check. Go Fury.
They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Jamal Adams there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Cheers.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
They'll come out in the pistol. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this, man.
From the gun, it's Tua being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike's by 4. Get ready. Check it.
Go red.
Motion, watch the motion.
Red.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go.
22 needle.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Going deep here for Parker. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
At the 7-yard
Well,
line.
partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 24-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I got you. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 45.
Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that will be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They run with Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Breida, the ball carrier.
On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
At the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
A loss of 9.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already.
56, right there, 56. Coming. Back. 56, check, 56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Looking to pass. Tua. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
I smell fear in that offense. Check, hot route. Hot.
They run for it with Breida, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And 10 at the 10-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Wilson to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Rashawn Penny unable to get there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Open space inside the 10. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
Parker.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Brought him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going for Metcalf on the deep. This is caught at the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. Going to be a rebel after this. I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media. Keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this and jungle, the top I was young and something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I knew the solution. Maybe now should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire. No city was that never be the same.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And and there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dog. Some it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello, Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't you?